We are going to do a couple of examples of two different systems of equations. I'm going to focus my screen here. And you're going to want either some different colored pens or markers or crayons or something of that sort to do these two problems. So remember, keep in mind, you can use your reference sheet to keep in mind the different types of lines and your different shading, but I'll refer back to that as well as we're working through these. All right, so the first example I'm going to do with you is this system. Y is less than x minus 2, and y is less than or equal to negative 2x plus 1. So your first step is just to graph each inequality individually. So using what we know, y-intercept is going to be negative 2. Slope here is going to be 1, so up 1 over 1. And then decide how to connect the line. Should I use solid or dashed? The answer is dashed, and you can consult your reference sheet. I'm going to keep my line going here with a few more points and then dash it. All right, and then for this line, which side should I shade on? Well, this says less than, so the side that I should shade on, is it this side or this side? Well, it should be the below side since I said less than. So all of this, I'm just going to kind of lightly mark as the blue side. But now I'm going to combine that with this line I'm going to do in pink. So this one says y is less than or equal to negative 2x plus 1. This one I'm going to start up at a y-intercept of 1. I'm going to go down 2 over 1. See if I can see this okay. And kind of continue that over here in this direction. And then it's, in this case, should I use solid or dashed? I should use a solid line since it's equal to. So I'm going to connect it fully. And then should I be above or below this line? Well, since it says less than, I should be below this line. Which side is below? This side or this side? It's going to be this side over here, because that side, if I go on a point on my line and go down, that's the side I end up on. So this whole side would be the solution for the pink line. And then the solution for this whole entire system is going to be the combination. So I'm going to kind of just really shade this region in nice and dark over to this blue line and over to this pink line. Now, the last thing I want us to do is name one solution, just one. There's more than one. Remember that we said there's many, many solutions all in this region, but just give me one. So you can just pick your favorite one. This one looks good here. 1 looks like where I've placed that point, and then negative 5 looks about where I've placed that point. But you could pick lots of different options in there. So I'm going to say 1, negative 5 is one of the points, but there are many. All right, there's our first example. Let's do a second one. This second one here, I'm going to have my first line be y is greater than or equal to negative 1/3 x plus 4. And then the second line will be x is greater than negative 3. All right, for the first line, y-intercept is 4. Slope is negative 1/3. So how do I do that? Down 1 over 3. And so forth. And reverse that to keep it going. If you got your ruler handy, you can get that out. Solid or dashed? This should be solid. Oh, that is a bad line. Sorry, guys. That's a little better. I had to turn my paper a bit. All right, shade above or shade below? Answer is shade above since that says greater. Which side is above? It's going to be up here. So I'm going to mark that side of that one. All right. This line is one of our special types. Is this going to be a horizontal straight across line or a vertical line? This one's actually going to be a vertical line because when I say x is greater than negative 3, I go on my x-axis to negative 3, and I draw a line. Should my line be shaded or dashed? It should be dashed. The ones that are horizontal that go like this are when you just have y and just a number. That would be like this kind of line. All right, I can't say above or below. I have to say, should I shade left or right for this line? Since this one says greater, which side has the numbers that are greater than negative 3, has the x values that are greater? That's going to be over here. So for the pink line, it would say everything over on this side. And then that tells me that this whole region here, all the way down to here, everything in here is my solution region. So if I just pick one point in there, like say this point right here, that looks to be at 4, 7. That is one of the solutions. You'll be asked to do that, to name one of the solutions in the example problems you'll be submitting on Canvas.